If you're coming to Lanzhou University and you don't know anyone here yet, this video is honestly for you, because I know how that feels, like arriving in a completely new place and having to figure everything out on your own. So, hey, my name is Karina. I've been in Lanzhou for about 7 years now, and I am currently finishing my master's here. Over the years, I've seen that most students usually have someone, be it a friend, a senior, someone from their country to guide them at the beginning. But if you're coming alone, those first few days can be really confusing, even stressful. So I decided to make this series, showing you step by step what to expect and what to do, so you just don't have to struggle so much on your very first day here. So in this episode, we're starting from the very beginning, starting from what you should prepare before leaving your country, what happens when you land in Lanzhou, and how to get yourself settled on campus without stress for your very first 24 hours in here. So let's begin. Before you leave for China, there are just a few things I'd really suggest you to sort out first, because they'll make your life way easier when you arrive here. First one is install a VPN. Some apps and website won't work here, so having one ready saves you a lot of stress, and it doesn't need to be paid at the beginning. Something like VPNify is honestly enough for your first few days, but you can always switch to a paid one later if you want to. Just make sure you download one before you arrive here, because it is much more harder once you're already in China, because you need a VPN to download a VPN. So that's why it's complicated. Also, when you're packing, keep all your important documents somewhere easy to grab, like your passport, your acceptance letter from Lanzhou University, your visa papers. Just put everything in one folder, and you might need them at random moments, especially at the beginning. For example, when you get to campus, you won't have your student card yet, but then you need your student card to get inside the campus. So sometimes showing your acceptance letter is enough to get you through the security guards. And one last thing, just be ready for flight delays, especially if you have connecting flights. Like, it happens more than you think. My first time coming, I got stuck in Shanghai for like a whole 6 hours. So yeah, not fun at all. That's why I always say, if you're booking your tickets yourself, try to have at least 3 hours between flights, or even more if you can. It is literally saves you from unnecessary stress later, because let's just imagine for a second. You have less than 2 hours on one of your connecting flights, but then one of them gets delayed. Now you're afraid you won't be able to catch up on your next flight. So 3 hours or more is always better. I really highly recommend that, so that you don't stress yourself too much during your trip. Once you land at Lanzhou International Airport, one thing you'll notice pretty quickly is that the airport is actually quite far from the city. It is, I think, around 30 kilometers or more, and there is no like direct subways like in other cities that gets you directly to the city center or to get to Lanzhou University. So your first instinct might be to grab a taxi, but before you do that, let me save you some money. So there is an airport shuttle bus that goes straight into the city and can drop you very close to the university. After you pick up your luggages, obviously, and head towards the exit, you'll see a counter selling bus tickets. It's super easy. The tickets is around, I think, 30 yuan, if I'm not wrong, which is way cheaper than a taxi that could cost you a few hundreds. Just Tell them you're going to Lanzhou University and they'll point you to the right bus. They usually accept cash and sometimes mobile payment like WeChat or Alipay, but I'd really recommend you to have some Chinese yuan ready when you land or even just during the trip, just to avoid any stress for payments. Honestly, this bus is the easiest way to get to the city center, and it is as well very cheap. After the shuttle bus drops you off, you'll notice that you're actually very close to the main entrance of Lanzhou University. You can usually spot the gate right away. So yeah, but there's a small detail that can save you some confusion. So the gate you use depends on the time of your arrival. The main gate typically closes around midnight, so if you get there late and you find it shut, don't worry, just head to our south gate, which is normally open 24/7. It is a short walk from the bus stop, even with luggages, so it should be manageable. From there, your first stop on campus should be first International Students Dormitory, where the dorm management office is currently located. Even if you arrive late at night, there's usually a guard around to help you out. If it's already late, they'll give you a temporary room for the night, just so you have somewhere to rest after the long trip you've just had. Then the next morning, you can go up to the office on the second floor, room 202, and they'll assign you your official room. If you arrive during the working hours, however, you most likely get your final room straight away, which is cool. So to move in, to get into your room, your dorm room, you'll need to pay a 600 yuan deposit, which you'll get back when you leave. It is mainly for things like bed sheets and pillows, or in case anything gets lost or damaged inside the room. And here's a tip I really don't want you to ignore. When you pay, they'll give you normally a receipt. So keep it somewhere really safe. I have seen people lose it and then have a hard time getting their deposit back. It might not feel important now, but after a few years, you'll need it to get your money back. So to get your 600 back, you need to have the original receipt. So please make sure you have it, you keep it somewhere safe. I know 2 years, 3 years on campus studying can be a long time, so you can, forget where you had put that receipt. By the time you graduate, you're like, oh my god, did I even get a receipt? So yeah, some students don't even remember what that receipt looked like. So this is the tip. Keep the receipt so that you get your money back when you're graduating and when you're leaving Lanzhou University. After you sorted out your dorm, you probably just want to eat something or grab a few basic things like tissues or toothpaste, depending on what time you arrive on campus. So around Lanzhou University, there are plenty of small restaurants and shops, so no need to worry. You'll easily find what you'll need. But I'll show you a few spots that I like, and you can just go with whatever you might prefer. Something else you should do pretty early is get a Chinese SIM card, because your phone is basically your lifeline here. You'll need it for maps, payments, messaging, like almost everything. So near campus, you'll find providers like China Unicom and China Mobile. I personally use China Unicom. I pay around 40 yuan a month for about 8 GB of data plus calls and texts, and it's always been enough for me. But plans change all the time, so it's honestly better to just check both and pick what might work for you. Also, a quick thing to know, the dorm usually gives you around 30 GB of free Wi-Fi per month. So for me, that wasn't really enough. So I ended up getting a portable Wi-Fi with unlimited internet for my room, because of that, I barely use my mobile data. so I just mostly use it when I am outside, but when I am indoors I just use my Wi-Fi. But actually I can also even just take my portable Wi-Fi with me as well when I am outside if I don't have data anymore on my phone. All right, so yeah, that's basically it for this first episode. I just wanted to help you get a rough idea of what things look like, so when you arrive at Lanzhou University you're not completely lost. The beginning can feel a bit messy, but honestly once you get through those first steps it gets much easier with time. Next episode I'll go through the stuff you'll have to deal with right after, like registration, visa things, opening a bank account, all of that admin part that can be a bit confusing as well. And I'll just explain it in a simple way so you know kind of like what to prepare for. So if this video helped you, you can drop a like or subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate that. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section. I'll try to cover them in the next video. See you in the next one.